Previously on Plotty Time.
And it's pretty fucked up. There's an incest vibe going on too. Superheroes are...
So it's like the virus from the new Fast and Furious movie.
Exactly like that.
Marinara, she's playing 3D chess.
Yeah, and you're playing checkers.
You're playing tic-tac-toe.
Candyland.
Chutes and ladders.
Tic-tac-toe. Did you say that?
Yeah, jerk.
Damn!
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail. That's very appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
You build a widget in Saskatoon, and the next thing you know, it's 2 miles under the desert, the essential component of a death machine.
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
I did try to kill the world's greatest lover, but then I realized there were laws against suicide.
Oh, Jesus. My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, you think you can win on talent alone? Gentlemen, you don't have enough talent to win on talent alone. Welcome to Plotty Time. This week we have one asset, something. Words are tough. For the Poppascotch's clarification crevice.
I'm confused on what's happening.
Wow, asset.
Yeah.
Good one.
We passed. Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're trying to get an audience, is to leave them confused and worried.
I just thought we gave up on getting an audience.
Clarification crevice. So last time I was talking about a Sony executive who said that backwards compatibility was not that important. You guys remember this?
Yeah, I heard some things.
Yeah.
That was actually Jim Ryan is the guy's name. At the time, he was the Sony Europe chief, which was 2017. Now he's president and CEO of Sony's PlayStation division. And the quote was, "When we've dabbled with backwards compatibility, I can say it is one of those features that is much requested, but not actually used much. That, and I was at a Gran Turismo event recently where they had PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games, and the PS1 and PS2 games, they look ancient. Like, why would anyone play this?"
Whoa.
That sounds like everything you said, just more detailed.
I feel attacked.
That's his actual quote.
I'll say it. Fuck anybody who wants backwards compatibility.
Whoa.
That's my stance.
Whoa.
Hot take.
Phew, shots fired. I thought it'd be pretty cool.
I think it's completely unnecessary and unusable.
Whoa, man.
If they don't have backwards compatibility in any of their previous consoles, how do they know it's not actually used much?
Because they did, and it wasn't.
Zing. Yeah, in what? The first 200 PlayStation 3s?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they
exactly.
just check on how many.
The first 200 units that shipped, the PlayStation 3 had it, and no one used it.
Yep.
Oh, well,
Sure.
I guess they know best. Anyway, let's go and sashay into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist. What'd you play, watch, do? What's going on over there?
That threw me off. I was expecting to do a Tom Hanks thing.
Jeez, they're not there yet, dude.
Yeah, the way he led into it, that kind of threw me off.
Well, this is our favorite segment. What
Yeah.
are you up to? What's going on?
I played a little bit of Fall Guys and Persona this week.
You win yet?
No, but I got first in a race, which is the first time I did that.
Nice. Attaboy.
Yeah, but I still have. I've gotten like in the finals like 4 or 5 times, and it's so frustrating. I'm like, all right, I gotta have my phone ready just in case I win to tweet a picture out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it'd be the greatest accomplishment I do in 2020.
Probably.
But it still hasn't happened. I'll keep on trying though.
Good.
Attaboy.
I watched some more Fringe and whatever. I finally saw Knives Out though.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was good. I almost nailed the guess right off the bat. Like,
Really?
Yeah. So close.
That's impressive.
I thought he did it to himself. Like he switched it around to make her screw up, but it wasn't him. It was Captain America.
Yeah.
See, I don't think it's that crazy of a guess because he was like a mystery writer, wasn't he?
Yeah, I kind of thought he did it just to screw all his kids, but I was a little bit wrong.
And we know it's a whodunit, so
Yeah.
I think it's a reasonable, a little outside the box.
That's
I wouldn't have guessed it because I'm stupid, but you nailed it.
Chris Evans is just like the perfect like snarky white guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the overconfident guy. even as Captain America, he's got those similar things. But I enjoyed it. It was good. It wasn't a waste of my time like other movies.
Yeah,
I've seen.
exactly.
And
That's why it's not a slapper.
Yeah. And I watched some of the episodes of Review Season 1 again because it's one of the greatest shows ever made.
That's such a great fucking show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it is.
Pancakes, Divorce, and Pancakes is probably one of my favorite episodes of any show ever.
When I tell people they need to watch Review, they're like, I don't understand what this is. And I said, watch the episode called Pancakes, Divorce, Pancakes.
When he goes, the second time he's eating the pancakes, he's like, I found some resolve, and I knew it couldn't kill me because I was already dead. And he's just like, eating the 10 tall stacks, short stacks.
What was the first bit? Was he wanted to eat like 20?
No, he had to eat 15 because the guy's like, the serving size is 15 pancakes. I'm never going to eat 15 pancakes.
And they bring out the ones that are like the whole fucking plate. Like, that's a lot of fried dough.
And it's so funny because he's like torturing himself through them. It's like, it's been 45 minutes and they are no longer warm.
And he vomits in the parking lot.
He gives it half a star.
Because how would you even keep? I don't know how you'd even make enough space in your body.
I don't know.
But it's so great because he gives it half a star and then he gets divorced and he's just like fucking sad the whole episode after that because his wife's like, yeah, we should get divorced. You were right. And then when he eats the 30 and he's like, 5 stars.
It doesn't make it so good.
It's so good.
It is good. That's a great show.
But what about you, Poppascotch? What did you do? What did you watch? What did you play?
Played a little bit more Fallout
Stadia?
4. I'm almost done with Far Harbor, which there's a classic Fallout silliness mission that I came across.
Nice.
Like the alien one?
shit.
No, there was one where you get to the Far Harbor, the pier that you land on because you took a boat there, obviously. And I didn't know Far Harbor was based off Acadia National Park, which is in Maine.
Well,
That's not that far
that's
from
news
Boston.
to me.
Right. Well, it's pretty cool. And anyway, so you're walking down the street. One of the robots comes out. One of the butler guys,
Yeah.
The awesome robots?
like the Cosworth ones. Yeah. He comes out and he's like, will you follow me, please? And I'm like, it's Fallout. Let's do it. What do you got going on? I might be running into a trap. I got plenty of ammo. This is fine. So I
saves.
follow him into like a vault. And you go to the vault, and it's brand new. It's one of the few vaults that are untouched. And then you get to the big main like stage area, and it turns out that the vault is completely populated by robots, and one of the robots was murdered. So you have to solve the mystery of who murdered the dead robot.
Did they find it and move in, or was it a vault of robots?
I think it was a vault of people, but they realized they were going to die before the vaults opened. So I think they robo-brained them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So they were real people talking with like personalities, and they were just acting like they weren't fucking robots. You know what I mean?
Did you solve the case, or are you still working on it?
No, I solved it. It was pretty obvious. It turned out that, spoilers, guys, for a 4-year-old piece of DLC.
Whoa.
The one of the robots was the murderer, and they were just like faking the personality of somebody else.
No.
Oh, smart robot.
Who they killed years ago or whatever.
Good stuff.
So he's a serial killing robot.
Yeah.
Sick.
Classic Fallout nonsense. Yeah. Love it.
A story
Great
as old
stuff.
as time.
Yep. Also, I played Deracine. I think it's pronounced Deracine. I don't know how to actually pronounce the name of the game. Deracine. Deracine.
The who made that?
Deracini. Oh, someone famous.
Yeah. He did. His previous game was something. I can't remember what it is.
I will look it up from
did he look on, like,
From Software?
Yeah, he worked on Bloodborne, I thought, maybe. What the fuck is his name? Anyway.
Bob Randall.
Bob Wrangle? I think that's what it is.
Yes.
Good old Bob Wrangle. Is that your cowboy name?
It's a good one.
Hidetaka Miyazaki.
Miyazaki, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he's the one that made
known
the
for
Souls
their
games.
collaboration on Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Right on.
He also, he's famous for making the Souls games.
It was a VR game, but it could have easily been not a VR game. The idea was that you are a fairy, like a wood nymph.
Well, they
type
nailed
thing.
that for you.
Come on.
Yeah, that was
Grow up. So you're a fairy, and you
grow up.
help these kids. You're going through the story with these kids at the orphanage, and every time something happens, they die. So you have to take the time/life out of people and go back in time to fix everything. So you have to just keep going back in time until you can fix it and make sure the kids don't die. So it's one of those. Like you play out a story and then you go back to before that, then you play it out and then you go back.
So it's like Sexy Brutale, but you probably don't know what that game is.
No, yeah.
No, it's exactly the same, bro.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah, duh. Oh,
Same
that.
gay, bro, except less sexy. That's all the only difference.
Well, kind of expected from Miyazaki.
Right. So that's all I really played, all I got into. I watched The Babysitter 2, whatever that's called, Cult of the Queen or something like that.
The one with The Rock?
What?
Oh,
I have no idea what he's talking about. I just made that up.
Babysitter was a film on Netflix with Samara Weaving, directed by Mick G.
Yeah, where
MacGyver?
they do like a satanic cult thing.
I think
Yeah,
these guys
supposedly,
talked about that.
They're gonna
I
kill
guess
the kid,
Syintist
yeah.
is completely unaware of this, but
Yeah, we
basically, high school kids, they want to perform a blood ritual, and they'll get whatever they want. So they have to kill the blood of the innocent. So this one girl, played by Samara Weaving, she decides to use the kid she's babysitting as the quote-unquote innocent.
Yeah, so how did the second one go?
We follow the kid as he's older, and I mean, you could have just followed that kid, or you could have picked a different family and had a different thing, whatever. But instead, they brought back all the teenagers from the first one that died.
That's stupid.
Because
Makes
yeah,
sense.
apparently the story was that the blood ritual basically took all the bodies of all these kids, and they get to come back every 2 years to try again.
Did you steal their life force and go back in time?
Yes,
No.
it's just like the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the kid is trying to convince everyone he saw this babysitter murder everybody, and there were no bodies, so no one believed him.
Oh,
Well, he's just a dumb kid.
Yeah, so maybe it could have been good, but I don't know. They relied too much on stuff from the first one. They should have just went in a different direction. But what do I know? Also watched
Probably going home alone.
oldie but a goodie, Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Which one was that?
That's the one that's told or shot like a reality show, but they're following a serial killer like a Jason Freddy type.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be cool if it was a regular serial killer.
No, he's like, they're playing off the conventions of the genre, and if you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty fucking great. But
is it like are they following around like a ghost hunting thing, or are they following around the killer?
The killer.
they're following around the killer.
Okay.
He's like, hey, come videotape me. This is what it's like.
Yeah,
to
that'd be much
serial
cooler if it was a
killer.
regular serial
So
killer.
it's like there's a scene where the girl he picked to be the final girl, the one he's going to terrorize, she works at a diner, and she comes outside and she's taking out the garbage. Yeah, it's part of her job. And she looks over and sees him standing there. The door slams behind her. She turns around, turns back, he's gone. And then later in the movie, you see that from the other perspective. He's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. I need your help. You're going to hide behind this thing, and you're going to pull this fishing line
Oh, yeah.
on this brick, and then I'm going to sneak back into the darkness. And then they do it, and they get back to the car like, oh my God, that was so awesome. So it's kind of like that attitude, but it's good if you haven't seen it. It's a worthy addition. Low budget as fuck, but
Yeah, it
really good.
is.
Other than that, oh boy, I got scary stories to tell in the dark.
Was that any good?
It was. It really was.
Is it like that book you had in
Yeah. Because
Yes.
there's a story of the girl with the fucking spider bite on the face,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. They basically, oh boy.
Is it
So
like-
these kids?
the same, like true to the story, or is it like updated?
It's, oh God, I guess both, because the whole point of it is there are these 4 kids that go into a supposedly haunted house. They find a ledger/book, and as these stories are being written by some ghost in the house, they just like show up and appear in the book, and then they start actually happening to these kids. And one of them was the one where the spiders came out of her face.
That's the only one I remember.
That's the only one I remember too. Sounds a lot like a Supernatural episode.
Yeah, it was, but it was done with, it's a Guillermo del Toro joint, so it was done really well. It looked very nice. I'd say it's worth it. And also it takes place in 1968, which I had no idea.
That's probably when the book was written.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe.
I remember getting it at the book fair
Yeah.
in grade school.
In like
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah,
Do you know there were 3 of those books?
of course. I had at least 2 of
Is
them.
it like the Ninth Gate, where each one has a different picture in it and we got to figure out?
I fucking wish. Oh, crossover movie. We're all pro Ninth Gate, right? I
Yeah.
believe-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're not fucking idiots over here. And then the only other thing I watched, I'm still plugging away at Supernatural, bro. I'm on season 5, episode 17 or 18
Nice
in there.
Did you see the? It's one called The French Mistake. I don't know if it's in season 5 or 6 or 7. It's around there.
Is it like the French Connection?
Yes, sort of.
No, I feel like I would have known that.
It might be in the season's coming up, but it's really good. You'll know it when you see it.
Give me a quick ballpark, a quick rundown.
They're like, well, Sam and Dean are doing something. I forget exactly what. And this, like, an angel, like, casts them out through a door, and they end up in our world as Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki.
Oh no, I did not.
And they don't know what's going on, and they don't have. There's no supernatural things in our world, and they don't know how to get back to their world with all the supernatural things.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because there's no supernatural shit.
Yeah,
here
it's really good. And like Castiel's in it, and he's running like a blog site for the Supernatural show.
Oh, you mean the shows in this world?
Yeah, like they're the actors.
They
get thrown into their actors in this world.
Interesting.
Yeah, the show. What I'm having issues reconciling it because there are moments that are played very seriously, like with the end of the world and angels and demons and shit happening, and then every once in a while they just throw in these completely ridiculous episodes to like break the tension. Or
Yeah, well, they got to fill like 20 episodes a season.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's true. They're like, well, we got the whole main story. We're really happy with it. We know where it's going. And oh yeah, by the way, it's like 16 episodes. We got like 6. We got to fucking just make
No
up.
problem. I got this idea.
Yeah, it's
But they have some good ones that was thrown in there. They're just like,
yeah, dude. I think I said it before on this one, but I loved the one where they had the rabbit's foot. Like that was a great moment of being fucking silly, but totally within the universe of this story. Like totally makes sense.
yeah. Well,
That's something they would come across.
in season 5 is mostly serious because it's the end of the world and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of it.
Well, it's a lot of episodes to go through. I'm not gonna lie.
No, not the show.
I mean for that season of that like. Arc.
The one I just finished, it was called, I think this was the 99 Problems, where there was a woman in a small town that was claiming to be a prophet, but she was actually a demon, and she was getting like the whole very religious town to like kill each other.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It was good, but I was like,
What do you got? 10 more seasons to go?
That's when I finish this one. I'll have 10 more seasons to go.
Jesus.
I did read, just as a side note, that what's his name? Jensen Ackles. Is that how you pronounce it? Ackles?
I think so. I don't know for sure.
They were talking about, did they get anything from the set, like any souvenirs or whatever? And then it came up that he actually got permission and filled out all the paperwork and paid for the Impala, so he's gonna actually get to keep it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like, dude, I've been driving this car for 20 fucking years. Like, I'm keeping.
Yeah, right.
There's an excellent episode in one season that's a case told from the Impala's point of view. It is amazing.
It's like the
really
Frank
amazing.
Reynolds episode.
Yes.
And fucking It's Always Sunny.
But it's just the Impala.
That's cool.
Oh God, what's that guy's name?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Pondy. No, Pondy. He's the coolest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Who?
Pondy or Bill.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Pondy.
He's the. It's like, hey, I'm high on whatever. Let's go drive around. Pondy. He's the coolest. I haven't watched that one in a while.
Oh,
I
that's
gotta
so
give that
good.
show another run. Anyway, that is all I did /watch. So, what about you there, Sir Chump Slap? Move us along. What'd you play, watch, do? What's going on there?
I played a little bit of Fortnite. Got my first win this season.
Ow!
Yeah. Thank you.
Attaboy.
On fire.
Whew.
Is that where they drop 100 people in, like PUBG, or it's
Yep.
like a battle royale? Okay.
Did you fight the Marvel superheroes?
Were you building enough things?
I didn't build anything. I never build, man. Fuck that.
I don't understand.
You got to kill everybody before they get the materials to build.
Yeah. Or you just wait for them to build too high and then shoot the bottom out and they fall to their death. It's great.
That's awesome. I didn't know that was a possibility, but I love it.
Yeah, I played that. Played the new Borderlands DLC.
Oh, yeah, how is that? I didn't get a chance to touch it yet.
It's pretty neat. You go inside Krieg's mind.
Oh, I'm sure that's awesome.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, and there's like evil Krieg and good Krieg, and they're just talking, and evil Krieg just doesn't make any sense when he's talking. So
Like the
good.
two personalities that you always hear him on the tapes.
Yeah.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah.
God, I need to get back. I have too many fucking games.
I want to finish Persona before I start the DLC. But
I know. Oh,
Dude, I haven't even got a chance to even look at Control and that new AWE one.
I know, me neither. I downloaded that too, and it's still sitting there.
oh yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
that was even out.
I don't think I finished the previous one that was really great.
Foundation, that was really good.
Yeah, I remember you telling me it was great. I remember starting it. I think I was too messed up and,
Drunk.
Hi.
wow, lots of stuff. So I just didn't get through it. I was like, this is too much right
Poppers.
now. And then I never went back to it. Yeah, I was doing poppers and fucking Quaaludes and the other old-timey drugs you got.
Good stuff.
So, yeah.
All right. Yeah. So other than those two, I haven't played any Fall Guys this week. It's a bummer. I'll have to put that on tonight. But watched a couple movies. Watched The Boys.
Oh, yeah, you caught up on that?
No, I'm up to last week. I finished the third.
Oh, that's
episode.
right. They're not all out at once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't start the
Famously.
4, 5, or 6.
I got mad at that bullshit trickery, and now I'm not watching it until it's done for this season.
That's the smart move. Show them.
Yeah, you really told
I
them.
would have done that if I fucking knew, but no one was like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's only the first 3.
Oh, by the way, it's 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not like The Boys is out right now. Go watch it. Go watch it. Fuck you. You tricked me.
Whoa, you sound
Not
like...
you.
No.
Not you, Chump Slap.
You're
I
right.
love you.
You're right. Get your anger out. This is a good expression.
Wow. All right, guys, calm down.
You're right. I was way out of control. I'm so sorry.
How'd you deal with fucking Breaking Bad and shit back in the day?
Oh, God, that was so brutal. That's the reason I do this now. Where I don't fucking watch seasons until, even if they air weekly, like on normal television, I'm like, nope, not doing it. Wait until it's over.
Okay.
Because, oh, God, that Breaking Bad moment when Jesse shot, what's his name? Or, like, he was about to shoot Gale in the face.
Oh, and he
and then-
knocked on the door. And...
Right, and then they go to black, and then you hear the gunshot, and then it's like, Breaking Bad, we'll be back in a year and a half. I'm like, you motherfucker! A year and a half?
Yeah, but you had to watch up to then. You couldn't wait fucking 2 years. But anyway.
No, I was so pissed.
Watch this movie called...
Spaghetti Man?
Oh, no. Everyone knows that's a classic. Zombie Spring Breakers.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory what it is.
Yeah, these people go to Ibiza, and there's zombies everywhere.
So is it like the movie Spring Breakers, but zombies have been added? Or does it have nothing to do with that
It's
movie?
like
It's nothing
Day of
like
the
that
Dead,
movie.
but in Ibiza.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, I just made that.
there's zombies throughout the whole world, but Ibiza's like advertising, hey, no zombies, come spring break here. But there's actually zombies there.
Did you just say they advertise like, hey, no zombies, this is fine?
Yeah, exactly.
But there are zombies.
Yeah. But it's funny.
That's
not
a
bad.
bigger trick than what I was talking about. If I got tricked like that, I'd be very mad.
Yeah. They're like, hey, zombies are here. Next week, maybe. Tune in. Find out. Watch this movie called Hatchet Man.
What does he use to kill people?
You'll never guess.
An axe.
Scythe, it's a crazy movie. It doesn't make any sense.
He's this dude who goes around killing strippers and cutting their hands off and collecting their
A
hands.
story as old as time.
Yeah, but it was okay.
Well, it reminds me of that South Park episode. No, these are all right hands. He steals left hands.
Yeah, but I don't know. It felt like an 80s movie, and then I was like, what the fuck year was this? It was like 2007.
Oh, so high budget.
No, low budget. A lot of breasts. It just felt very 80s. Like they tried to make it feel like throwback. I don't know. It was okay. Well, if you're into
If you're into breasts.
shitty 80s horror, you know.
Yeah. Like Piranha.
Yeah, exactly. Watch this movie called Killer Bees, which is pretty
a
much
Wu-Tang Clan documentary?
no.
Oh.
It's about actual killer bees. It's pretty much an allegory for COVID, where the town doesn't want to believe that these are killer bees, and everyone's like, just let me get my bees to pollinate my crops.
Recent, or is it an older movie?
I don't know. It's older. But it looked like it was made for TV movie, but I wasn't sure.
Excellent.
How many members of the Wu-Tang Clan were in it?
Just RZA.
Yeah.
I mean, RZA's great,
Yeah.
but
I didn't inspect the deck.
The RZA, the Jizza, old dirty bastard. Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, You God, Ghostface Killer. And
Method Man?
METHOD Man.
Okay.
God, tank forever. Anyway,
It wasn't that good. Anyway. Well, I think it was actually, they made it when there was that Killer Bee scare back in like the 90s or whatever.
Oh, the
Or
Africanized
the
bees.
aughts. Yeah. That's what it felt like.
Whatever happened to that? That kind of just fell by the wayside.
Yeah. It was fear-mongering.
Kind of like COVID.
Just like COVID did.
Yeah.
no,
Don't
jeez.
believe
The
it.
deep state. I see.
We're gonna get letters.
Yep.
No, we won't.
Q here.
QAnon, yeah.
I watched this movie called Ghosts of Darkness.
Ghosts of Darkness?
Ghosts, yes.
Ghosts.
It's
It's a Scooby-Doo movie. Yep, you got it.
Is that the one? Is that an older one with Richard Gere? Is he in that?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is about two guys, like a medium and a skeptic.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a medium guy and then a fat guy. I was like, that's rude. It's odd how you start with that, but okay.
But they're like thrown in this house that's supposed to be haunted. A bunch of people died there, yada, yada, yada. I fell asleep before the ending, but I tried watching it twice. Fell asleep before the ending.
A
both times.
thriller is what you're saying.
Keeps you on the edge of the seat.
Yep.
Keeps you right on the edge of your pillow, dude.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna circumvent the future Poppascotch correction crevice entry. I was thinking of the Ghost and the Darkness with
Yeah.
Michael Douglas and Val Kilmer, not the Ghosts of Darkness.
Yep.
Fool.
I'm a fucking idiot. I'm gonna mute myself for 5
What a
minutes.
spoon.
Get in the pounding box.
He's pale. He's bucket.
All right. Anyway, let's get this shit over with. I'm going to the slapper of the week. Skink. It's Meathead Goes Hog Wild.
Oh, man.
Okay.
You guys will
okay.
never guess.
I'm saying
Meathead
it's a
gone
football
wild.
player who turns into like a pig-human hybrid, and he goes around killing all the other jocks who made fun of him.
I said you never guess. That is perfect for what it's called, but no.
All right. I'm gonna go with a butcher by day, and then at night he uses incantations to bring the animals to life to do his killing for him.
Ooh.
We should write these movies.
I know. Right?
It is a butcher,
Ah.
but he loses his
really?
job, and he breaks in, steals meat, and he gets the great idea to just go around giving it out to poor people. And then he gets jumped, and they steal his phone and all this shit, and he freaks the fuck out and just goes crazy around Chicago at one night. Ends up killing a dude. It's fucking weird.
It sounds too real. I don't want to enjoy that. It's like, here I was trying to do something good for my fellow man. Stab, steal
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, but he's just like fucking, just a strange dude. He gets all freaked out and shaves his head. And he's like, ooh. Then he turns into like an animal. Like at the end, he's running around like just making grunt
Feral.
noises and shit. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Well, that's the only way to go hog wild.
Slappy as hell. Let me tell you.
It sounds slappy as fuck.
Yeah, it's in there. I'm pretty sure it can't be more than 90 minutes.
Let's bring up the running time.
I'm gonna say 87.
The meat man, right?
What? Meathead
Meathead. Oh.
Goes hog wild.
From 20. This is a real movie. Wow. All right.
I don't make these up.
From 20. Yeah, you have not yet. It is. Ooh, it's a long 1 hour and 43 minutes.
Whoa,
damn.
man, it's so good. He didn't even know it was
103. That's way outside the slap pocket.
Well, I feel like I let down my fans. All the slap addicts out there.
Slap addict. We're just trying to get slap culture back, back to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but it's fucked up.
I think
man.
they'll forgive you. I really do.
It's a fucked up movie. Go watch it. It's strange.
That again was Meathead Goes Hog Wild. And then we've just been hired. I'm being told to write both sequels. Because we already had the ideas. So,
All
all
right.
Then that's going to take us to hop on over to video game news /stuff.
Is there anything going on this week?
You know what? It's for the first time since January or February. I had to cut stuff out. There was so much news going on.
Oh my god.
So I have first piece of news: Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The game is coming back later this year.
I heard.
With all DLC being re-released on PlayStation 4.
Don't even know what that is.
It was just a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
It was released with the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World movie, which is now 10 years old. And that was, I guess, very, like, a fan favorite game. People really wanted to play it, and they couldn't get it anymore because, I guess, of music licensing rights.
That's not news.
Yeah, it's okay. It was
A lot of people care about it. I don't.
Not
but
this guy.
A lot of people do. It's funny because that was one of the, 8 games I still have installed on my PlayStation 3. I don't know if I'm like, what's the big deal? This game's right here. But also from Ubisoft, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time is getting a remake, and it's coming out in January.
I don't know.
That was interesting. We just did that game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it going to be exactly the same?
No, it's all updated graphics and stuff.
Yeah, but is it the same story?
I assume so. It's not like a remake or a reboot is what I was thinking of.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
Well, other piece of news: Taco Bell has an Xbox Series X tie-in. Do you remember? And I bring this up because Dr. Syintist, I believe you and I participated in a Taco Bell promotional thing. I remember we had to buy
how you called it
box.
participated in. We ate a lot of Taco Bell.
It looked like a taco box. You could win a PlayStation.
It was a Vita, I think.
Yeah, it was like a $5 box, and you have a chance to win a Vita. It's the same thing. It's starting on September 24th. They're giving away 4,000 Xbox Series X bundles with a controller and 6 months of Xbox Game Pass. You can enter 3 times per day, and the winner is selected every 15 minutes.
3 meals per day, 3 times. Coincidence?
Oh, man, I could do that. I mean, I don't know.
And
if I won, I guess I'd sell it.
Yeah.
The difference between that and the previous PlayStation one that was, 5 years ago? More than probably 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was more than 5 years.
While ago. But the difference is this: you just need to buy a medium or large drink to enter.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
I want to buy a taco, not a drink.
Like it'd be like they might as well just do anything from the dollar menu, not a $1.50 drink. So fucking bring that Baja Blast and slam it into your veins. 3 meals a day, and I don't know. Maybe I'll win Xbox Series X. I would definitely play Xbox Series X if I got it for free.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I played a lot, but I would play it.
I'd play the new Halo.
I'd sell it to
why
one of
not?
you guys who wants to play a new game.
Halo's fun.
All right. Well, the last piece of news I have, which is more of a fun fact, but I thought it was still pretty fascinating, that Fortnite, you're familiar with this game. We talked about it
never
earlier in
heard
the
of it.
podcast.
Heard of it. There's a rock in it?
Fortnite has been played for more man hours than humans have existed.
I could, yeah. I
Yeah,
believe it.
well, people are dumb. I can
People
believe
are
that.
crazy with that game.
It
man.
has been played this is probably as of like a week ago or a couple days, but the cumulative time total was 3,802,500,000,000 days, and that translates to 10,417,808 years, which I thought was fascinating, but I didn't really anything to
What
compare
a
it to.
bunch of nerds.
I know, right? And then I looked at the next game, number 2 on the list is World of Warcraft. That's been out since 2004, which is known for people dumping mad hours into it. That is a distant second.
Well, that's also only on one thing.
Yeah, just
That's a good
computer,
point.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
Fortnite's on
every-
everybody's phone, every fucking system.
It's not on iPhones anymore.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah,
Every
fuck them.
platform. World of Warcraft has been played for 2,083,333,333 days, which is 5,707,763 years. So literally half the time. Well, almost
Let's
half
just keep
the time.
reading numbers off paper.
I just think it's crazy that Fortnite's been out for 3 years and has been played for
Well,
10.5 million.
the average intelligence of people is pretty dumb, and
Fuck you, game's fun.
I didn't say anything about the game.
Does it count like just sitting in the lobby waiting?
Probably.
Too? Yeah.
Probably. It's like the game's running or whatever.
Yeah.
But
People who spectate
anyway,
and watch.
Yeah. Maybe.
that's all I got for news today.
All right.
I kind of missed the bullshit.
There was no good bullshit this week. I definitely love me a juicy chunk of bullshit. But the bullshit site, like, there's like really thin ones. Like, one was a tweet that came out from Rockstar responding to someone where it said, "Stay tuned to our Twitter for more details about Grand Theft Auto 6." And everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're going to announce something." And then someone came in with, "Yeah, they had the exact same response word for word 3 years ago when people were asking about it." So I don't think anything's coming.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Let's get into this game.
Let's talk about this game. It was released, I don't know, let's just start from the beginning. It's for PlayStation 3, a game that I forgot existed.
Me too.
Am I the only one that played it?
No, I almost platinumed it.
I'll have to check my profile.
I don't know.
I think I did. But anyway, it is the release March 12th, 2013 for PlayStation 3. It is the beat-em-up, genre-defining classic God of War Ascension. Developed by SCE Santa Monica and published by Sony. It is an action-adventure hack-and-slash game written by Marianne Krawczyk, who I believe did several of the other God of War games. I almost said movies. But anyway, Dr. Syintist, you picked it this week. How about you give us a rundown and lead us into this game here?
Apparently, I got all the trophies except the multiplayer training one.
Yeah, I don't have that one, and there's one I missed. It's like kill 25 enemies with the Rage of the Gods. It's like 85% of the people have it.
All right. Well, like you said, it's a hack and slash God of War game, all the classics that God of War is.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it starts with like every God of War game except the newest one, with Gaia talking about the hecatoncheires and the Furies and how they all ended up that way. And you come into a place where Kratos is kind of just like imprisoned. He's in the middle of nowhere and chained to a bunch of stuff, a bunch of boxes or whatever. And some spider lady shows up and begins to try to torture you. Her name's Megara, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
Never got that.
No, she's a Fury.
She's one of the Fury sisters.
I made my own names for the Fury ladies because I didn't. We'll get to it. We'll get to what I call them. This was Spider Lady.
Yeah, Spider Lady. Wow. Good one.
Yeah, man, you really
very clever.
strained the brain on that one. But
They can't all be gems, guys. They can't all be gems.
She kind of just like taunts Kratos, and Kratos, does Kratos things and breaks out.
Yeah, but it's her fault he breaks out.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah, and she's got one arm, and she's got a whole bunch of spider legs, and she can like turn like bugs. She has bugs all I guess inside of her.
Oh, that's gross.
That turns enemies into bug infested enemies that you have to fight.
All right, hold on a second. Before we go any further, this is the first chronological
God of War.
God of War, right?
This is before
anything.
Ghost of Sparta, before God of War 1.
Right.
So what you're saying is God of War 1 starts with him. They go into the backstory and everything that happened with him.
Yeah.
Like killing his family and everything. But I guess this is the moments in between him killing his family, dying, and then coming, like, the beginning of God of War 1, right?
Yeah, like right after he sold to Ares, but made the deal with Ares to become super powerful.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
that worked out great for Ares, if I remember.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it did.
So she he fights some random guys, and then you find out that the prison is actually just a giant hecatoncheires. I forget the guy's name is Aegeus maybe, or Aegeon. And as everybody knows from mythology, they're just huge 100-handed monsters.
I did not know that. I was like, what are all these hands coming from?
Nice.
Well, that's what a hecatoncheires is.
Okay. I thought that was like his last name.
But she infects it with the bugs, and he kind of freaks out, and his hands start turning into bugs, and you have to fight them. Which is, classic God of War stuff.
Yeah, I remember this fight. Like when I watched the video, I was like, you're
the bug,
and you're rotating around and shit. It was so cool.
Yeah, because in one hand he's holding it and turning it, and then the thing's attacking with others.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
I don't ever have anything bad to say about the boss fights in these games. I mean, they are quick time events for most of the games. I don't know for most of the games, but a lot of the God of War games.
Yeah.
the boss fights are quick time events, but they're done so well. I don't care if
Well,
they're quick time
you
events.
have like normal fighting and then quick time event to end it.
Right. Yeah, that's like the finishing move or like the transition to the next step of the boss or whatever you'd say.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
But they're always done very well. They're always good.
They're always awesome looking too.
And fucking brutal most of the time.
Oh, the Poseidon one still gets me. But then, you're fighting the bug and you beat him and whatever. And
You make him slit his own throat.
yeah, I guess you could call it that.
That's the humane way of explaining it.
But then you get the classic God of War sex scene. Just out of nowhere. He's walking through, he's looking at all the naked ladies walking around. Because that's what Kratos do.
I wrote in my notes, you kill him, referring to Hector, and I had just end in a fuck den, question mark?
But,
Psych.
yep, Kratos tackles one because he knows it's an illusion. Because apparently one of the Furies can make illusions.
Oh, man.
He's like, I'm not falling for your trick.
I know this is, I don't know if you know this, but was this, how do I put this? Was this canon previously? Like that people can create illusions and trick Kratos and do stuff, or was this the first time we're seeing it?
And you mean in the games?
Yeah, in the world of the games. Not chronologically. Have we seen it in 1, 2, or 3? Because I don't remember that happening.
I don't remember any other time you get
I don't think
illusions. But it might just be Alecto's power.
so. Yeah, it's just what the Fury can do.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, they're in mythology. Their job is to like punish murderers and things like that. So,
And promise breakers.
yeah.
Fucking promise breakers.
But you dispel the illusion and end up fighting Megara and the Hecatonchires again. And eventually you just end up fighting Megara and kill her. And you take a talisman. This is a green one. Kind of like a green stone from her.
Yeah.
And then,
Is this when you flash back?
yep, you flash back to a couple weeks earlier. I don't remember exactly.
3.
3 weeks earlier.
3 weeks earlier.
And it's Kratos on his quest to look to break his bond with Ares. After he's been on it for a couple of months, I guess. I don't know how long he's been doing this. And some random guy shows up who's really creepy looking.
Looks like tar with
Yeah, yellow things on him.
like amber crystals in them.
He's like, I can help you. And get your freedom from the Furies and Ares and blah, blah, blah. And all you got to do is look for the Oracle of Delphi. So you're like, oh, all right.
That's easy. I've seen her before.
Yeah, let's go do that. And I also put here that you get fire and ice for your blades. Is that 2 types of magic he teaches you, or you just find out?
No, it's like on the way. You have to open gates.
Yeah, I know you have to open the snake's tower and stuff. Too.
And it's like just jam your blades into this fire and don't fear. And then ice.
Oh, that's right. You go through this long trek to get to the Oracle of Delphi, which seems unnecessary.
You talk about the snake trains?
Yes, snake trains.
Snake trains.
It's like
Great way to put it.
It's like a 3D version of the Battletoads level where
A lot
you're riding the
easier,
snakes.
though.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
A lot easier. Way easier. You guys could both beat it. So it's way easier.
And you eventually like open the way to the Oracle of Delphi, and you get inside and you see a dude just like making workers do like, hey, we got to make these statues and do this and do that, and everybody's got to blah blah blah. And Kratos walks in, and a guy with
Isn't that Castor and Pollock?
yes, Castor and Pollux, my Zula, what they called astrological sign. Gemini.
Yes, there we go.
That's it.
Gemini. I have written here
I was gonna say Zodiac, but I was trying to
dude and a half.
dude and a half.
Dude and a half. Oh, is that the guy with the guy in his belly? I
Yeah.
called him the Quato from Total Recall.
There
They're
you go.
Castor and Pollux.
Castor and Pollux, bro.
And they demand Kratos make an offering, and he says, nah.
Nah, I'm here to see the fucking.
Yeah, I'm going to see the Oracle whether you want me to or not. And, in typical God of War fashion, I guess this is early on, so Castor doesn't really know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But they fight Kratos, and Kratos just slaughters them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like that moment where it's like, yeah, I don't really know what your deal is, but you're not getting through. And he's like, well, I'm Kratos. Like,
It's like maybe you don't
Like,
know.
Yeah. You know who I am.
But
It's
then,
like, well, this is just a misunderstanding, but, well, one of us is going to die now.
doesn't
Fucking that.
But during the fight,
Yeah.
the Oracle gets knocked off and falls into a pit.
He's like, here, you can't see her now.
Yeah.
Throw her in the ground.
But after you beat them, you come across the dying Oracle, and she says some things, and then the black guy with the yellow things, whatever, shows up. You find out he's Orcos.
That's it, Orcos.
And he explains that he's a Fury, and he's supposed to chase people who break their bonds because he's the Oath Keeper. He's the son of the Furies and Ares.
Oh, wait.
Is he a Fury, or does he just work for the Furies?
He's their son.
He's a son of the Fury Queen.
Yeah.
Fury Queen and Ares had a child.
And this is what popped out. But I think,
This piece
I don't
of
think did they say the Fury Queen?
Yes.
Because he's kind of got like aspects of all the Furies in him.
I know, but are there 4 Furies total? Like a Fury Queen and the other 2? 3?
I don't know.
I thought there were 3. In this game, I thought there were 3.
But he's got like his body's made up of aspects of them. That's why I kind of thought he was.
Yeah, it seems like they joined together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
You know what? Maybe it's like Station in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, where it can be the one big dude.
Now,
break down in half.
now you're making sense.
Someone's talking smart here. Finally.
Station.
Well, anyway. Orcos explains that he needs to beat them and fight off the Furies. He needs the Eyes of Truth from the Lantern of Delos, which is just a bunch of places and names and stuff. He also says he's going to get a ship to take you there. He explains everything else. He says it was Ares' plan to overthrow Zeus, and he came across this, and he wants to stop it. And the Furies are trying to help Ares take over Olympus.
Yeah, Ares and the Furies are in cahoots to try to take down Zeus and entire...
Kind of like the Deep State.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Is everything connected, dude?
And he also explains that since Kratos... Ares tricked Kratos into slaying his enemies, slaying innocents, and slaying his kin, which kind of forced him to be bound to Ares. And he's got the oath.
And that's why Orcos is like, I'm questioning my loyalty now because it's not really fair.
Yeah. But after this, he gets on the ship and you flash back to the present. I don't know if it's called flashback. Flash forward to the present.
Yep. Present day.
And you have the stone, which I don't remember what it's called.
Is this the amulet of...
Orcos?
Ouroboros?
Ouroboros, yes, that's it.
That's the one you get from the dude in the half, right?
Yep. Yeah.
When you crush the little guy.
Yeah, you also get it back from Megara when you kill him.
That's right. That's right.
Crush the little guy.
That was awesome when he fucking ripped that little guy out of you, and he just steps on his head.
Him. Yeah. But it's
classic Kratos.
Like it's an amulet that lets you destroy or rebuild. I guess it's like move forward time a little bit in a place or back time.
It's a lot like fucking Sands of Time, dude. It's a dagger, sand dagger, or whatever it's called.
You fight through the Hecatonchires prison. Now that the Hecatonchires is dead, I guess the prison's not going to last very long.
Yep.
But you're going through some things, and you end up in Sparta, just out of nowhere. Oh.
Uh-huh.
What? I'm sure this is on the level.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Sure is.
And nope, you're not fooled.
The old trickaroo.
Yeah. You're like, you're not going to get me this time either, Electo.
Why not?
Yeah. And then there's a weird scene of a record keeper in a cell who keeps records of everybody in the prison. And
That's a scribe of Hecatonchires.
Yeah, he's just weird. Say that 5 times fast.
No, thank
Scribe
you.
Hecatonchires, No. Biffed it. I'll try again later.
All right. But you talk to him, and he's like, oh, because you tell him about Orcos.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's new.
Yeah.
I can write something new on this wall.
Orcos betrayed the Furies? Ooh.
Ooh, scribble time.
Scribble time?
That's what he's doing. He's just scribbling it on the wall. Those weren't words.
Were they actually some kind of ancient language, or was it just nonsense?
Sanskrit.
I could not tell. Was it Sanskrit?
Yes.
You're majoring in Sanskrit.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought.
Here, Latin. It's the best I can do. But you talk to him for a while, and he says that, and he's writing stuff down. And then, all of a sudden, one of the other Furies attacks.
Ooh, this is the Ghost Phoenix Fury.
Yes. She's actually the illusion maker, not Electo. I'm sorry.
What'd you call her?
She's Tisiphone. That's her real name.
What?
Tisiphone.
Tisiphone.
What'd you call her, Scotchy?
Tisiphone. Oh, wait. Which one was this?
The Ghost Phoenix Fury.
Oh, Flying Lady. There's Spider Lady.
Wow.
She's the one that makes the illusions too.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's Spider Lady, Flying Lady, and Queen Boobs is the queen.
Man, you are so creative.
I know.
I know, right? I'll tell you what, I know exactly which one you're talking about. So that's what matters.
But you end up fighting Tisiphone, and you beat her, but you don't kill her. But you grab the red gem from her, and she kind of runs away. And then you flash back to the past.
2 weeks earlier.
Yeah. And you got into the Isle of Delos. And, of course, there are Minotaurs attacking, because there's always got to be Minotaurs.
Why are you at the Isle of Delos?
Because you're...
for the Eyes of Truth.
The Eyes of Truth in the lantern.
That's right.
So you fight Minotaurs, and then, of course, a series Kraken attacks.
Oh, yeah. Kraken throws a bow of a boat at you, dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And you fight Tisiphone some more. She makes some more illusions. Then you fight Megara, because, this is weeks earlier and she's still alive, where you actually cut off her arm.
This is where you take the arm of the Spider Fury.
Yeah. That's a good name for a movie.
The arm of the Spider Fury.
Yeah.
Starring Bela Lugosi. It's definitely from the 60s.
Hell yeah.
And then Megara runs away, and you end up fighting Tisiphone and her illusion bird. And then Alecto, and you fight them all. You're fighting all the Furies here.
Yeah, yeah.
Alecto kind of can shoot sticky oil at you, which is a weird ability to have.
Yeah.
Kind of sticks you to the ground.
It's very strange. You think the spider would do that?
Yeah. But she's got bugs.
I know. Gross bugs that come out of her chest for some reason.
They're keeping you on your toes.
Kind of like the girl from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
man.
you go.
Bringing it back.
Wow.
But you're stuck in the oil and you can't get out, and the Furies are kind of
They're taunting you. They're
Yeah,
you'll
like,
never reach the lantern.
We'll do what you and then boom, Orcos shows up. He's like, I got this, and teleports you away. Kind of like, wow, you guys don't watch Dragon Ball Z. Never mind.
Exactly like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Instant transmission stuff. So Orcos is like, hey, man, you can't be doing this. You got to find a new path to get the Eyes of Truth. And here, I'll give you this stone to help you. And he gives you a red stone, which is one of the coolest items in any of the God of War games. I wish they would have had another one.
What's this stone do?
It makes clones of you. You can either make a statue of yourself to hold a switch down, but you can also use it in battle.
This is how he gets out of the goo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if you used it in battle, you could it made another Kratos that would attack enemies, so you could attack different enemies while that Kratos was attacking enemies.
Oh.
It was a nice little game.
This was 7 years ago, and I don't remember any of it.
Was this thing where the fake Kratos that you create will actually do damage, or will they just...
No, it actually does damage. It does your moves. I think it gains more moves as you level it up.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought you played this game.
7 years ago.
I looked at my thing and I didn't play this one.
No.
It's a PS3, man.
So where were we? Oh, so yeah, you get Orcos Stone. And he's like, hey, just climb up the thing, get to the lantern, get the eyes, blah, blah, blah. So you do that. You climb up parts of the lantern. You use the Ouroboros Stone to restore all the pathways. You know how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Classic God of War shit.
And then, luckily, a manicord attacks you, and you can ride it over to the lantern. Whatever.
Yeah. Happens too often,
Yeah, it happens
dude.
in every God of War game where you have to jump on something that's flying.
Dime a dozen, bro.
Yep.
So you solve all the stupid puzzles they have there. Because, and then Orcos shows up, and he explains what the Eyes of Truth are.
Oh my God, they're my girlfriend's eyes, dude.
She saw what was going to happen to Zeus, and she wanted to warn her, and then the Fury stole her eyes and put him here.
They were so pissed.
Yeah.
They just took her eyes, man.
Yeah.
Just like her face part. Ugh.
I don't know if that was part of her face, or they just put the eyes in that. But
No, it was her face.
okay, it was.
No.
You got to wear it like leather.
In the video, they definitely showed just the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So you go, and you're about to grab the eyes, and guess what?
It was all an illusion.
Yep. The Furies grab you. Ha ha.
Fuckers. They take the eyes, don't they?
Yep. They grab the eyes, and you can't have this. And they take his Orcos Stone.
Boom.
They take the Ouroboros Stone.
And this is how you
And
end
they
up in
imprison
prison.
you on Hecatonchires.
This is back
where
to
the game started.
present day.
What? Bringing it all back. Bringing it back to the beginning. Fuck.
I forgot this was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's weird because they play a little bit in the beginning, then they go back in time, then they come back, they go back in time immediately, then back, and then back in time immediately. There's several going backsies, forsies.
That's what they call it.
At some point, I wrote 2 weeks ago, God damn it. They just kept going back and forth.
But yeah, you're blown to the present. Mm-hmm. And of course, you're in another illusion of Sparta for some reason because you're not onto the game now.
Right.
And it's your wife and child and there, and then you're like, oh, this isn't right.
It's like, no, what's with that ring?
Yeah. And you grab who your wife is, and it's actually Electo, and she's like, oh, Kratos.
Kratos, we could just bang in blissful ignorance.
You'll forget your wife someday. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to take the deal. I'm too good for that. I'm Kratos.
He's like, give me those eyes.
So you grab the eyes from Electo.
Yeah, sneakily.
Yeah. Is it sneakily?
Yeah, because you do the
Orco Stone trick.
Yep.
That's right.
Just pickpocket him right out of her hand.
I don't know why she kept him in a pocket like that.
Yeah, I know.
It's like she's carrying a big purse with eyes in it.
From what I remember, yes.
And from what I remember of the game, this is the only thing I actually remember, this next part where you fight Electo and Tisiphone together, because I remember it being a huge pain in the ass.
I don't remember this at all. This is when they become the big Kraken.
Yeah, I think you have to use like the eyes to reveal something so you can attack the illusion one. And then you get stuck and you have to use it's like long and drawn out.
You know what I called Electo?
Big woman or whatever fucking Poppascotch called her.
Gooey Kraken Fury.
Oh, see, that's good. Not Queen Boob.
Queen Boobs. There's two. Get it right, Dr. Scientist.
But this is a crazy epic fight.
Yeah. And Electo turns into a Kraken, and you're fighting the Kraken and Tisiphone at the same time. And it's a huge, long battle, which is quick time events, classic God of War battles. And you end up killing Tisiphone, and you kill Electo.
Like, truth will only bring you pain.
Yeah. And Orcos. And then it's kind of like, oh, yeah, you did it, Kratos. And Orcos and Kratos are buddies now.
They're bros.
It's like the only friend Kratos has.
Yep.
And then
he's like, hey, you're going to live to regret the truth, bro.
Yeah, he's like, I hate to tell you this, Kratos, but I'm the Oathkeeper, and your bond isn't broken yet until you kill me.
Yeah.
And Ares is like, I kill people every day.
Yeah, he's like, right before he killed the Furies, they made me the bond bearer again, dude. Yeah. They're like,
here is your deal right here. And he points to like a little piece of amber on his chest.
It's the only one left now.
I like how he was like, but in order to do that, you're going to have to kill me. And Kratos is like, I'm not going to kill you. You just help me. No, but you have to kill me to break it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, fine.
He hesitated for a second. He's like, you're not a bad dude. It's cool.
Yeah, this is Kratos we're talking about. But so Kratos kills him.
Boom. Death to
and
Orcos.
What happens a lot in God of War games? The truth starts flooding back into Kratos.
Oh no! What? Now he remembers.
And now he remembers everything of killing his wife and all the deals he made and the people he killed.
Now he's angry.
Yeah, and and Gaia's voiceover is all this pain will haunt him, and he'll be tortured by the truth forever. Oh!
And then he's just walking to Olympus, yo.
Yep. Which sets the stage for the next game.
God of War 1.
I think Chains of Olympus is before this. Yes, but that's it. Yeah, that's the very first story of Kratos, chronologically.
Oh my God.
Which is him breaking his bond with Ares and remembering everything he did.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Isn't the whole plot of God of War 1 to do the shit for Ares because Ares said he can help him forget those memories?
Well,
isn't that the whole point? Like trying to forget those.
He wants to forget the memories, and he thinks killing Ares is gonna.
Yeah, he thinks that if he kills Ares, then he can do whatever the hell he wants. Yeah.
But am I remembering right that along the way, people were like, "I'll help you forget those memories if you do X, Y, Z," and no one really actually can do.
Yeah, because there is memories.
They're like manipulating him.
Yeah, it's kind of something he quests for.
Yeah, and if he would have just
a release from his pain,
just stayed prisoner, he wouldn't have remembered nothing.
Yeah.
Poor dude.
You could look at it that way.
He's like, that's it. I'm going to destroy all existence now.
Yeah.
You fucking jerks.
Classic Kratos. I mean, Kratos, like, he is who he is, man. He just has to kill gods a lot.
Yeah.
Often. And if they stand his way, he's like, you ain't shit. And then ends up killing them.
Yeah.
It makes for a fun game, though.
He's like, you fuck me, I fuck you.
I'll fuck you on Saturday, too.
What is this
Day of rest shit? It's bullshit. I don't care.
Doesn't matter to Kratos. Oh, that'd be a great picture.
Yeah, it would.
All right.
You got to make that meme now.
I know, right?
All right, well, that's it. That's the game. We did it. We got through it. Good job, Dr. Syintist.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, Final Thoughts. And this week we'll start with you there, Sir Chump Slap.
Sir Chump Slap.
Final Thoughts.
Would you play it?
Yep.
What'd you score it? Did the story work for you?
Uh-huh.
Did I do that in right order? I don't think so.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, you nailed it, brah.
Would I play it? Yeah, I'd play it again because it's fucking God of War and it's fun as shit.
There you go.
I didn't really remember any of the story when I watched the video. Did the story work for me? As a whole, yeah. But seemed just like an add-on to the whole God of War story. They're just like, let's do something. How about, I don't know, something before all this shit happened? Because there's already too much shit going on. This is like the
dead.
7th installment of God of War at this point. But I don't know, story made sense. He broke an oath with a god, and he was punished for it. And he was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to get out of here. And that's what he did. Classic God of War, classic Kratos. Can't hate on it because, I don't know, some of the best storytelling in games ever. So, what would I score it? I'm going to go with, say, 18.
18? Whoa.
Damn.
Because, I mean, it is a good story. No, let's go with 17. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah. Good story, but like I said, it's pretty much just tacked on. It's more like a what if.
What if Wolverine led Alpha Force?
Yeah. It's like the thing longer, you know.
Oh, that's the greatest what if episode of all time.
So yeah, it's a 17. Great story, great gameplay. Fucking boom. There it is. It's not 27, but it's fucking pretty good.
That, of course, is a 17, like you said, based on 27, I don't know, stars, units.
Thumbs up.
Taco Bell's tacos.
Taco Bell tacos.
Boom. Okay. But yeah, well,
Why don't you tell us, Poppascotch, what you thought about it?
yeah. Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you, sir?
Oh, thanks for asking. Would I play it? Probably not, just because I'm not. I don't know. I think I'm done with the God of War games from this generation. Like, I played 1, 2, and 3, and then I replayed 1, 2, and 3 when they came to PlayStation 3, and then I think I replayed 1 and 2 for PlayStation 4, and I'm like, okay, I get it. So, just based on that, I wouldn't play it. Based on if this was a brand new God of War game that came out, maybe. Well, I don't know if we can ever come back from the last God of War game because that was amazing. But did the story work for me? I think so, because it was a neat way to add more God of War and an existing piece of the story that we kind of already knew but didn't realize how much went into it. And even though it's a prequel and we know where Kratos ends up, it's always worth the journey to go on with Kratos, because it's not about what he goes through, it's about who he kills. You know what I mean? So
Who he goes through, not what he goes
through
Nice.
to get to his main goal, which usually means murdering. I remember when God of War 3 ended, and you and I, Dr. Syintist, talked about it, and we're like, what's going to happen next? And we're like, I don't know, he killed everybody. He killed
Yeah, he'd have to go to a different god. He's got to kill somebody else, some other people's gods.
And that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did. They shoehorned in some other gods and then made this game. So, I mean, I think overall the story did work for me. I didn't think it was one of the better God of War games, but there's so many good ones. It's hard to... Yeah. You're talking about one of the best franchises on PlayStation, you know? And it's hard to come at it correct. So, For the score, I gave it a 12. No, I gave it a 13 because I thought it was a good story, but it didn't really add anything to mythology because we started with Kratos being imprisoned and tortured, which we always knew he was, and we ended with him trying to get his memories erased. So, I give it a 13. That was good. And that's all I have to say about it. What matters, though, is that the man of the hour, the star of the show, Dr. Syintist. What'd you play it? What'd you score it? Did the story work for you?
Would I play it? And like Chump Slap, I would probably, because God of War is just... I almost called you Chunk Slap.
I know. I was like, dude, I'm fat. I get it, but...
Rude.
But it is God of War. You can't find a better hack and slash no matter what God of War it is.
Lollipop Chainsaw, mate.
No.
That's a very different genre.
Yeah,
Yeah, technically a hack and slash, but was it? It was more fetish film than hack and slash.
Did the story work for me? Like Poppascotch said, it's probably one of the weaker God of Wars, if not the weakest, even considering the PSP game and that. But it's still good. I'm a sucker for the mythology stuff. I like how the story is you escaping this prison and you're getting the items back, and then you have to go back in time when you originally had the item, and it's kind of like a tutorial on how to use it then. So when you find it in the future, you already really know how to use it.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like that little bounce back and forth in time.
Yeah. See, that was one of my gripes with the storytelling.
I wish Orcos would have been in other ones, but I guess they had to kill him because all the other ones after it were made before it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can have him like, oh, this is Kratos' buddy, and why didn't he help him in any of the other God of War games? But overall, it was an okay story. God of War stuff, I gave it 12 stars.
12. So that gives us a grand total of 42.
Did you give it 12 or 13?
I gave it 13.
Yes, 42.
Damn.
So 42, that's one of the higher games this year. That ties Vagrant Story. It is 2 above Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and 5 above Hotline Miami, and 2 above Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, what's it below?
This might be in the top 5 of 2020. and while we all enjoyed it, I wouldn't say we all
Praised
are willing
it.
to die for it. Yeah, we didn't go nuts for it, but hey,
No?
that's 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Get rid of the shit while you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave it 3 more points than Blood Dragon. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it definitely was better than all those you said.
All right, well then that's going to take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist Tom Hanks' film Loch of the Week. Every week we ask Dr. Syintist to pick a 100% guaranteed amazing piece of Tom Hanks content, and he always does, and he relates to the game somehow. I can't wait to see what he's got picked for us today. So Dr. Syintist, what do you got?
Well, this is almost exactly like the game.
Okay.
The Tom Hanks flick Lady Killers.
Love that movie. He's so good in it.
He is.
Yeah, he's great. Nothing else about the whole
No, yeah, you're right.
He plays like a Kentucky Fried Southern guy.
But I tried to match it with him killing the Furies, and it was all similar to the story.
Well, it's a parallel.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
it's a... I get it. I got what you're saying. The Furies are like that old lady.
Yeah,
Orcos is like Marlon Wayans. I know what you mean.
But they don't kill the old lady.
Yeah. And Tom Hanks is like Kratos. It all comes together when you think about it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The Hecatoncheires is like that.
The house.
The explosives
Oh,
guy I was thinking.
yeah.
Who loses his finger.
There you go. See, you got it. Even more parallels than I thought of.
Wow. He just blew my mind.
You heard it here first. Go watch Lady Killers because Tom Hanks is great in it like he is in everything else. So, that'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps, Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Gets him every time.
Yeah, it does.
It's because you do something weird and different. Do you rehearse this shit before you get on the fucking call?
No, man, that's freestyle. That's
Yeah,
off
it's
the
always
dome,
freestyle,
yo.
man.
I am mad impressed. Every week, we asked Dr. Scientist and I pick 3 characters from the game we just talked about, and then Chump Slap has to decide which one he's going to win, which one he's going to have sex with, which one he's going to murder. You guys know how the game goes. And this week, it is Dr. Scientist's turn to pick 2 characters.
Oh. All right. I'm going to go with Orcos.
Ah, damn it.
And I'll say Tisiphone, the illusion lady with the bird.
Okay. Ghost Phoenix.
Yes. Which is much better than Bird Lady.
Is it? I'm going with, Quato.
Oh.
Who's that?
It's one person, right? But it's 2
Yeah.
dudes, but it counts as
Oh,
and a half.
Castor and Pollux.
2.5, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
2.5. So, Castor and Pollux?
Yes.
Yeah.
Flying Lady,
Or Orcos.
and Orcos.
Kratos' only friend he's ever had.
Closest thing, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. And he killed him, so that tells you.
Usually, I love in the God of War games, one of the constants is someone will, some random civilian passerby, whatever, be like, oh God, help me, save me, please. And then Kratos usually just fucking sits there.
Just like
or uses them as a blood sacrifice to open the door.
clotheslines him with a blade of chaos.
Oh, I love in this game, when there's a guy, he's like, oh, I'm bringing the sacrifices to the Oracle of Delphi. And he drops 3 apples. He's like, help me pick them up. And then a Manticore just comes in and fucking kills him.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, completely off topic, Poppascotch. Do you know they're not making Peeps this year?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So Chump Slap and I had an idea, which our fans can't steal from listening to this.
I already emailed it to my lawyer.
Okay. Let's make poops, which are like sugar emojis, but you can do the poop emoji. And
Why aren't they making Peeps? This is an outrage.
Because of COVID.
yeah.
Anyway.
You think that over. I was
Fucking
trying to give
just
him time to
warning.
decide. Because it is.
I know. I think
Okay.
you guys know how freaky I am with my sex choices, so
Which one's the freakiest?
Castor and Pollux.
Nice.
A menage a trois.
Yeah, man.
You and them in a Heineken.
2 for the price of 1.
Ugh. That's so gross, but
You're getting the news and the weather with that one.
I like that. It doesn't make any sense, but I love it.
It doesn't. I don't even know why it's funny. It doesn't even make it.
I mean, either.
No. I guess I'd have to kill Phoenix Fury because, she's just an asshole.
She's probably manipulative if you married her.
Yeah, she's the one that does the fucking
illusions.
the illusions and shit. Yeah. I couldn't stand with that. I couldn't live with that. So that means I'm gonna have to marry Orcos.
Which is probably the best choice of the 3.
He was the nicest dude.
Yeah. But
he
I mean,
might-
you can't lie to him. He's going to keep all the oaths. You can't break that oath. You're married for life.
No shit, dude. That's what marriage is. He's got a little fucking amber thing over his heart with my face on it.
Yeah, he doesn't wear a ring because that's what it is.
Yep.
Chump Slap's got you there, scientist.
Yeah, he did. He got me. I didn't see that coming.
All right, so that rundown, you are going to
Fuck.
marry
Orcos.
Marry Orcos.
Orcos. You're going to fuck
Castor Pollux.
and the news and the weather. And then you're going to murder the Fury.
Yep.
Flying lady.
You have to.
Let's say someone had some really innovative things that they thought of sexually that you could do with those 2 fellas. Where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Send it to plottytime@gmail.com and I will respond.
Perfect. And if they want to get to us faster on the socials, where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram and Twitter.
Perfect. That does it for us. So get out there, play some games, don't trust Dr. Scientist, and wash your hands.
Watch
Talk to you
the
later.
news and weather.
There
Yeah,
you
watch
go.
us on YouTube too, because
Yeah.
someone's got to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like and subscribe.
Yada yada.
Smell you later.
Yeah.
Peace be with you.
And also...